welcome everybody back to 21 Days of Yoga with me, Emma. It's so lovely to have you here on my channel. Sattva Yoga, this idea of being, essence, kind of life force. Day 5 today, and we're going to tune into that essence and that being, and we're going to focus on some mindful breathing for our practice today. So you can incorporate this at the beginning of your practice at home or at the end, or little moments throughout the day where you feel you just need to get a bit of grounding, a bit of reconnection to yourself. When we focus on the breath in a mindful way, it can really help alleviate anxiety, tension. It can help release stress that we might be storing in the body, and it can just bring an overall sense of calm and well-being into our day. So you need a comfortable seat, a place where you can feel quite open through the chest and the ribs and the belly, because we're going to be exploring full body breathing today. So you want to have a nice openness. Somewhere quite quiet where you're not going to be distracted, and we're not going to be here for more than 5 minutes today. So again, something you can really and manageably incorporate into your everyday practice. So let's begin. So coming to a comfortable seat, you can pause the video at any moment if you need to get sorted. And we're going to start off with a bit of grounding, and we're just going to observe the breath, just our normal rhythm of breathing. No expectation here, no judgment, no trying to control the breath, but just exploring and observing how our breath naturally is. So rest the hands in a really comfortable position. Start to close the eyes or just take the gaze downwards. And just take a big breath in, big breath out. Just shake anything out that you need to. And then start to bring your awareness to your breath, however it is right now. Breathing in, breathing out. Just notice the quality, the texture, perhaps the tone, the pace of your breath. Does it feel deep or shallow? Does it feel rushed or slow? Do you have natural pauses within the breath? Do you retain it, perhaps without knowing? So just take a moment to observe here. Just sit and observe the breath. Does it feel easy, or do you feel like you struggle to fully fill up the lungs and release? And then just wherever you find yourself, just begin now to observe your breath as it enters your nose. So breathing in, noticing the cool air coming in through the nostrils and how that feels. And then notice the warm air leaving the nostrils as you exhale. So we're simply observing the breath as it enters the nostrils and leaves the nostrils. Cool air in, perhaps against those tiny hairs inside the nostrils. And then that warm exhale, perhaps as it leaves, maybe feeling it at the top of the lip. So just observing the breath here at the nostrils. Breathing in. How does the breath feel at this point of entry and as it leaves? No right or wrong, and if you get distracted, just bring your awareness and attention back to the nostrils and the breath coming in and the breath going out. And then going a little bit deeper here, start to gently bring your awareness to the breath as it enters the nostrils and perhaps travels down the throat into the chest and fills up the belly. So feeling that cool air coming all the way in. And then as you exhale, that warm air traveling back up through the spine, through the throat, and then out of the nostrils. How does the breath feel here as it travels into the body, through the chest and the belly, the ribs? And as it exhales, leaving the belly, the ribs and the chest, out through the nostrils. And you might place one hand at the chest, one hand at the belly to help direct your attention to these spots. It can be tricky if we're not used to observing the breath. So how does the cool air feel coming into the body and the warm air feel leaving the body? Easy breath in, easy breath out. Always bringing the awareness to how does my breath feel as it comes in and leaves the body. Feeling the belly, the ribs and the chest all expand, and then as they exhale, the contraction and releasing through the body. Just releasing that breath, bring your hands to your chest now. So we're releasing the observation of the breath through the nose and the nostrils. And we're going to draw our awareness to the space where our hands rest. And as we breathe in, we're going to feel the hands expand here. So breathing into the chest. Notice how the top of the body rises and exhales, the chest contracts in. So twice more, breathing in. Feeling how the pecs expand, the top, the collarbone, exhale. One more time, breathing in and exhale. How does the breath feel when we breathe in just the top part of the body? And then taking our hands to the rib cage just below the breasts here and just where the diaphragm begins to open. We're going to breathe into this space here. So as we breathe in, we feel the ribs expand outwards, and exhale, they close back in. Twice more, breathing in and exhale. One more breath in and exhale out. And then taking the hands to the lower belly, breathing in here. Slow, steady breaths and exhale. Feeling the breath contract. Again, twice more, breathing in. Exhale, release. Once more, breathing in. And exhale, breathing out. And then just releasing that breath. Release the hands, give yourself a little shake, keep the eyes closed. And just notice how the breath feels as you just breathe in and breathe out. Perhaps you feel a bit more connected to your breath. Perhaps your mind feels a little bit calmer. Perhaps it just feels a bit more easy throughout the breath. And then just gently blinking the eyes open, give the fingers a little wiggle. And then just gently bring the hands together. So we call that 3-part breath as we breathe into the chest, the ribs, the belly. And then we experience how that feels throughout the whole body. And it's really just a nice way to tune in, to notice how we're breathing throughout the day. And to encourage us to use the full body to breathe. So throughout our everyday activities, we tend to get more shallow with the breath, and that can make us feel a bit more tense and a bit more anxious. So just bringing the breath down, and that can feel uncomfortable and unnatural when we breathe down into the ribs and the belly. We're not used to doing this, so that can feel like it might bring up again more feelings of don't know if that feels good. practice, it can just help us feel a bit more grounded and a bit more centered. So thank you very much as always for practicing. I'll see you again tomorrow for day 6. We're gonna take it back up to some movement again. Check out the other videos in the playlist if you want to practice some more. But like, comment, share, subscribe, pass it on to your friends, family, and have a lovely, lovely rest of your day. Take care.